You ready? Let's go. 2 Minute Daily Devo for Friday, May 28th. I'm in the Contemporary English Version today, and our verse of the day comes from the book of Colossians, chapter 3. Give you a little context here before we get to our verse of the day. Paul is writing to the Colossians, and he gives them some things that they should do, some things that they should carry themselves, the way they should act, some character. And he starts off with this. He's saying this. You have been raised to life with Christ. Now set your heart on what is in heaven, where Christ rules at God's right hand. So he lays out and he says, first, right off the bat, you've given your life to Christ. You belong with him. That is where your heart should be. And as a result, here are some things that you should do, some ways that you should act, okay? So he says, think about what's up there, not what's down on earth. It means that you are hidden with Christ. Christ gives your life meaning. And he says, don't be controlled by your body. Don't be greedy. Don't be immoral. And he then keeps going on. Don't be angry, hateful, evil. Stop lying to each other. And then he gets to our verse of the day, verse 12. And he starts giving us some things that you should do. First of all, he says, hey, here's some things that you shouldn't do, right? We don't want to act like people that haven't given their lives to Christ. That's the whole premise of this, that if you've given your heart to Christ, you should carry yourself a certain way. There should be some change. Now, that change is not immediate, but, there should start to be some change where you start to do things a little bit different, that people can look at your life and say, hey, there's something different about you, and that something is Jesus Christ. Well, verse 12, our verse of the day says, God loves you and has chosen you as his own special people. So be gentle, kind, humble, meek, and patient. These are characteristics, these are traits that you and I should have. We should stop doing things like the world does them, right? People that haven't given their lives to Christ. And we should start living as Jesus lived. And this perfectly describes what Christ was about, right? That Christ was kind, he was gentle, he was humble, he was meek, and he was patient. This is the characteristics that you and I should take on. If we have Christ living on the inside of us, then he needs to be reflected in our lives, in the way that we treat people, in the way that we carry ourselves. So as you head out today, I want you to think about that. Let's make sure that we are reflecting Christ because we have belonged to him. We've given our lives to him. Let's carry ourselves like Christ would. All right? That's it, guys. I'll talk to you on Monday.